Ampex tape recorder.
Wow.
And this rig with the.
That's where you find those things. That's great.
$5 each.
Awesome. I can tell it had a story.
You want to try every day first?
Sure.
Or should we go run through weapons of war?
Well, something probably more like the max loudness is probably what he needs.
So we'll be able to do a sound check.
Great.
Maybe these steps then, huh?
Yeah.
Dallas Burrow right there. Read them and we get to help. Ray Wiley Hubbard. I didn't ask you, was that Katie? I might have been Katie Shore on that fiddle. I'm not real sure.
That was some hot fiddle.
It was. Living for Today before that. Dallas Burrow and Colorado Bound. Get some help from Kelly Willis on that track right there. We got Tony-Natale in the studio getting all warmed up. We're going to play one more song.
Ready when you guys are.
Oh, okay. Oh, sound check now?
Oh, yes.
Okay. If these steps would talk to me, what would they say to me? If these steps would talk to me, what would they say to me? Papa, bring me to bed. Papa brings me to bed. Papa brings me to bed. To bed.
Hey, yeah, that's a little Charles Bryan right there. And we're going, you still need one more time?
No.
Oh, okay. You ready to go? Okay. Well, good. We're so pleased to have in the studio with us today, Mr. Tony-Natale. How you doing today, sir?
I'm very good. And you, Coach?
Well, I did get it right this time. Is it Natale or?
Yeah, Natale. Tony-Natale.
I've been butchering your name all week here. And introduce who you brought with you here, Tony.
I got Larry Cheney with me. Larry Cheney, the one and only.
Well, I got to tell a quick story. Take away a little bit from you, Tony, right here, though.
Go ahead.
But my first year on this show here, Larry was so good. He brought in a guy named Bice. High Bice. What, 80-something years old?
I think he was 87, 88 at the time.
And he came in and sang a little jazz, and it was so special.
Yeah, it was. You made that guy's last 30 years of his life. It was like that was so wonderful.
You went down all the way to Houston and picked him up and brought him back up here, and he was just such a darling.
Yeah. Actually, he used to drive.
Wow.
He used to drive to Dripping Springs. It was. I thought after a while, I thought, man, we need to find a studio near you, so it just didn't wore him out.
Yeah. But thank you for that, though. That was such a great experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, and Tony, yourself, I've just found out. I've learned some new things about you since you've been in here. But tell me about your beginnings. When did you start playing music? Did you start playing at an early age?
I started around nine years old.
And what was your first instrument?
Drums.
Drums? Oh, you were a drummer from day one. Huh?
Oh yeah, I've been a drummer I'm still a drummer.
Well, I know that's what I know you as a drummer, you know, and stuff like that.
Right.
So day one and nine. Now, was it influenced because you had older brothers that were already playing guitar and they needed a drummer, or what?
No, my dad sat me on his lap one day and he says, "What do you want to play, the saxophone or the drums?"
Oh, that was the choices, huh?
So he gave me two choices. Yeah. So I said, I'm going to take some time to think about that, and I took about a week, and I came back and said the drums. You know.
Now, was he musical also?
My dad played in a marching band when he was younger, but he was in the Second World War, and he was disabled from the Second World War. His ship was hit by a kamikaze.
Oh man! Oh, yeah, that's horrible. That's
a long story.
And so, where were you raised at? Yeah. What city were you living in?
I was raised in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, there's another Jersey boy over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Jersey is everywhere.
Yeah.
And so, playing drums at the age of 9, surely you played in a couple of garage bands and stuff like that growing up as a kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I played in many bands. Drums took me all over the world. I lived in London and Germany and New York from playing the drums, and then.
So I want to go back to a little bit of high school stuff now. Because you're in New Jersey, did you go into the city, to New York City, and get to play a gig in New York while you were still in high school?
No, I don't think I've even been to New York except once with the Cub Scouts.
Oh.
And I was scared to death, you know.
That sounds like me in the big city.
Yeah. We did a bus trip one day. Yeah, that was pretty.
Well, so I always say getting out of high school is kind of a crossroads right there. Did you go pursue academia? Did you pursue more music? Did you just get a day job, or what happened right after
When I got out of high school, I chased girls for the first year. And then the discos and all that stuff. And then
dating yourself when you say disco, yeah.
and then I realized I was wasting my life, and I got a job with an Elvis imitator.
There you go. That made something out of it.
Was that a touring Elvis imitator, or did he have a residency somewhere?
He was actually really, really good. But he wasn't paying me enough, so I quit him and I went with the Drifters.
Oh, wow.
The Drifters came to town,
Yeah.
and I went on the road with them. And we played in the Virgin Islands and all in the Midwest.
Yeah,
And
the Drifters
we
take
toured
you
up and down
around.
the East Coast.
So
Yeah.
what took you to Europe, where you lived for 18 years? I'm hearing.
Yeah, I was living in New York City, and I was there for about 9 years. And I don't know, I loved the city, but then one day I just woke up and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And I had a lot of success in New York City. I paid my rent and everything from playing the drums.
Yeah.
It was always work, And one day my girlfriend called me up and she said, "Hey, I have this opportunity to be transferred to London. What do you think?" And I just said, "Let's go." And 6 months later, we're living in London.
So you can play
in
drums
Belgravia.
anywhere if you're awesome.
Belgravia, right next to the Queen. So
Belgravia.
I'm running in Green Park and Hyde Park.
Oh, wow.
Just
Up and down
soaking
Baker
it
Street.
all up. And then I got involved in the London blues scene and rock scene, and I stayed there for like 10 years. And then I met my wife in Germany after touring through Germany one day, one tour.
One tour, so.
Yeah.
Oh, so the first girl didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, she actually went back to New York after about a year and a half.
Yeah, and you stayed in London, huh?
And she wanted me to go, but I don't know. I just I was already in the scene there. You know what I mean? I was already doing good as a musician.
Yeah.
And so I stayed. I stayed in London.
Well, let me ask you. You got a new project out. You've given us a couple songs we've been playing on the radio and stuff like here. Have you done other solo work before, or is this one of your first? Or
This is my first time. I was teaching in a school in Germany, and I was teaching part time as a teacher's assistant, and the music teacher got sick, and the Schulleiter said to me, "Tony, I want you to teach the music classes now, and teach the students how to sing English songs."
Oh,
So I had to learn guitar and learn English songs to teach to the
But
classes.
you didn't know how to play guitar at that time.
No, I just kind of wrote on guitar.
Oh,
I couldn't play a full song and sing a full song. So I had to, take that, time, that 2 weeks he gave me before I started.
Yeah, I was going to say, it takes about 2 weeks
play and sing
to
a bit.
go from
Cramming to learn to play guitar.
And the students were looking at me funny for a while, but I could speak English and I could teach them that. So, and it just got better as we went along.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, I've talked too much. We need to hear a song. Tony-Natale? No.
Yeah.
Did I get it? I don't know.
And the funny thing is, these songs are the songs that I wrote while going home to practice to learn the songs for the kids. I actually wrote these 4 songs that we're going to sing.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
Or 3 of them at least, yeah.
That's cool.
And, yeah. Hello, Tanya. Okay, here we go. This song is called Every Day. Sort of a song of gratitude. For the sun, thank you for the moon, thank you for the stars shining inside my room, thank you for my eyes, thank you from my heart, thank you for your love, though Every day, a chance to change. Every day, it gets easier. Thank you for my son. Thank you for my wife. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my life. Every day, a chance to change. Every day, it gets easier. For your love, thank you for all your help, thank you for my jobs, thanks for all my wealth. Every day, chance to change. Every day, it gets easier. For all these tears that teach us how to pray, that bring us to the light, to live another day. Every day, chance to change. Every day, it gets easier. Every day, chance to change. Every day, it gets easier.
Yeah. Tony-Natale, that sounds great. Karen, you got a question for him? Karen Poston.
Well, yeah. So you were teaching songs to kiddos, and that was one of them, which is a great song.
Thank you.
By the way, a wonderful Greet the Day gratefulness song. But what other kind of songs were you teaching them? Did you teach any American folk, or were you teaching country or folk from other countries, or what out of the things you chose?
Actually, a lot of country songs fit in the folk range also, and
I agree.
So the first song they learned was Country Roads.
Oh, they love that one over there.
I learned how to sing that one pretty good.
I bet they asked you for that one, right?
Yeah. Well, it just was it was pretty popular over there. Yes,
Still
we sung
popular,
songs
I
like
think.
that. Some Bob Dylan songs.
How about Fishing in the Dark? Did you ever get
Not
to
that one, no.
Because that one seems...
Some spiritual songs. A lot of spiritual songs. You know.
Yeah.
They were really learning a lot about the slaves and all that stuff. At that time, they really learned, not to be prejudiced and all this stuff. They really.
Yeah. So you had added songs that were gonna go with whatever they were learning in their academics. That's cool.
Yeah. So a lot of that went with what they were learning, maybe in the English classes too.
Yeah.
The English teachers would say, "Hey, teach them this song."
Oh, that's so cool.
There was a big collaboration.
Right, yeah.
And the other music teachers would tell me what to do too. So it sort of helped me out,
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah. I had some teacher training when I lived in London, but going to school for music there was cheaper to go to school in London, so I got to go to school, college there
That's
for
nice.
music, and I took a teacher training course too there. So I had some training, but I wasn't,
Well, I'm a
I wasn't
teacher,
ready for the
coach is
5th,
an
6th, and 7th
ex-teacher.
grades.
So we enjoy I enjoy that, how you get into those little
That's right.
little brains, what
Right,
you use.
right.
But
Well, actually-
sounds like you would have.
Actually, this
an
next
awesome
song that we're
thing
going
to have.
this next song that we're going to do is sort of about me teaching in the school, but it's about the environment also, and it's also about how we treat each other. But there's a couple German words in there.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I'll learn these.
And one of the students said to me one day, how come we got to learn all these love songs all the time? Because we were learning Beatles love songs
Yeah.
too. And I said, well, ohne Liebe, ohne Leben, which means no love, no life, or without love, without life. And that kind of
That struck on my
answered
bet.
her question.
Well, Tony, let's hear this song, man.
Okay.
That sounds good. Tony-Natale, everybody.
Okay, so this is called, I call it Just Got Easy. Everything just got easy. What if every day really was a nice day? What if everything changed for the better? What if I received a love letter? Woke up, drank my coffee. What shoes should I wear today? Little Johnny gonna sing a song. Little Layla's gonna sing today. Patient. What if we were all fair to each other? What if every day really was a Sunday? What if every day wasn't a Monday? He's gonna make us sing today. He's gonna make us sing another love song. Looks like I gotta sing today. It ain't so fish chick anyway. Ohne Leben. What if today it didn't come? Would you still go out and have fun? What if all the rivers they stop flowing? What if all the trees just stop growing? What if the sun got to shine? Would you still be able to close your eyes? Ohne Liebe, ohne Leben. Woke up and I took my shower. What shirt should I wear today? Little late with clothes on my plate, sweating all the way up those stairs. Everything just got easy. Ohne Liebe, ohne Leben. What if we all loved one another? Ohne Liebe, ohne Leben. Leben.
Yeah. Tony-Natale sounds great.
I love it.
We're gonna take a little break. Come right back. Y'all stick around.
Thank you, God.
What a sweet, powerful song.
Thank you.
How long ago did you write that?
Small and large.
That was written in 2017 or 16 when I was teaching in the school in Germany.
If it already
The
happened.
funniest thing about High
What's that?
he
It already
heard
happened.
it
Actually-
the microphone.
Yeah, that was written after I started writing it when I was in the school, and I finished it afterwards.
Well, it's topical. We need that kind of music today.
Thank you.
Get out there and play it for everyone.
When you're in New York, do you ever listen to Jim Carroll?
And we're back.
How's everything, all right?
Over easy with Coach. And I got the beautiful, the talented, the charismatic Karen Poston in the studio with us, and John Rogers. He's soloing today on the board. Got the train.
great.
The train wheels are off, and he's doing a great job, John.
You're very kind.
We just need to hear that.
And of course, we got Sean the Rock overseeing it all right now, and we're having a great time hanging out with these people, aren't we?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a party in here.
It is so good, and Tony is a great. I mean,
Love
the
fest.
great songs are right here, but you brought Larry Cheney with you, and that's always a double plus right there in our book. We love
Absolutely.
Larry around here, and appreciate you bringing him in, appreciate your songs, and we need to hear another one.
All right, here we go. These steps. It's about some wisdom I tried to teach my son, or I did teach my son, and wisdom that I've learned in my life. I'm talking to things. Here we go. These steps. If these steps would talk to me, what would they say to me? If these steps would talk to me, what did they say to me? Papa, bring me to bed. Papa brings me to bed. Papa brings me to bed. To bed. If these stars would talk to me, what would they say to me? If these stars would talk to me, what did they say to me? Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Someday we will all wake up. Wake up. The earth would talk to me. What would she say to me? The earth talk to me. What does she say to me? Why can't you buy your life? Why can't you just buy life? Why can't you buy your life? Buy your life? Because I give you life. Because I give you life. You can only live your life. You can only live your life. Sundays I feel fine. Most days just fine. I feel fine. If God would talk to me, what would he say to me? If God would speak to me, what does she say to me? Always come from love. Always come from love. Always come from love. Come from love. On Sundays I feel fine. On most days I'm just fine. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony
Get
Natale.
wild on that one.
Yeah, right.
That sounds great. Hey, people are listening. They're loving what they're hearing. They want to know more about you, Tony. What's the best way to follow you?
I have a YouTube page that I've been promoting, Tony-Natale, Natale. Pretty much, I'm holding a pair of drumsticks, and on one picture, I'm holding the guitar. And those songs are posted on there.
And do you have any gigs where you're playing your songs? You got any of those coming up?
Right now, I have no gigs coming up, but I would like some gigs to come up.
All right. So, are you still playing drums with anybody else?
I don't play drums with anybody right now, but I would if if Larry called me, I would. You know.
Somebody with the bat signal.
So you were looking to perform your songs out in the public right now. Are you looking for? Are you going to want to be full band? Are you going to want to be solo acoustic? Or would you take any of the above gigs?
Any of the above, but I would love to have a band. It's a lot easier. But I also can do solo acoustic gigs or duo gigs.
And your music, is it out there on all streaming platforms right now, or is it only on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, it should be on all the platforms streaming. Yeah, it's under Angels by Tony-Natale. That's the EP that the three songs I just sung. There's one more, but I think we're going to do a song from my mountain record now called Weapons of War.
Oh, so you got another record too?
Yeah.
I thought this was your first project.
Well, this was my first project singing.
Oh.
I had other records where I had other singers singing the music that I wrote. Yeah. Or the music that we wrote, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is my first, but it was never being sung out, so I figured I got to sing my music. So
That's right.
So if you've heard of Tony-Natale, it's also you.
Yes, that's also me too. Yeah, Tony-Natale's me.
Tony Christmas.
Tony Christmas, right?
Tony Christmas.
Well, Natale.
We were just talking about those names that you can pronounce two different ways, and
Yeah.
you answer to any of them.
I normally pronounce it Tony-Natale, but
Natale. Well, Tony-Natale, we need to hear one more song. How about it?
okay, great. This one's called Weapons of War. It's on my Mountain CD. It's originally sung by Oliver Campana and written along with Oliver and also Vince Canigliaro.
That's easy for you to
Yeah,
say.
Oliver's a French singer, and Vince is a German. Vince is a New York City guitarist, and Oliver Campana is a French singer. Here we go. Had a dream about you and me, living life so peacefully. All this greed and jealousy, you're killing me. Growing up is not the same. People seem so ready to blame. All these lies you're telling me, do you think we'll ever see? So much money for weapons of war, not enough to feed the poor. We'll build together so much more. We could ever win a battle for. We could come a long way, little by little, every day. We could come a long way, little by little, every day. Everything goes around in circles, comes around, goes around. Win or lose, it's all the same, as we all feel the pain. So much money for weapons of war, not enough to feed the poor. this greed and misery. Tell me what we're fighting for. Feed the poor and starve the war. Feed the poor and starve the war. We've come a long way, little by little, every day. We've come a long way, little by little, every day. We've come a long way, little by little, every day.
Thank y'all so much for coming in today, but we're fixing to put you on the spot, see if you can answer the pop quiz today.
I bet they can.
Go ahead, Karen.
On this day in 1971, which famous rock band released their breakthrough album, Sticky Fingers?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
This room,
You want to say it, Larry, or you want me to say
The
it?
Bay City Rollers.
Oh, it's ABBA, right? No.
ABBA, good guess. Very close.
Steve Miller.
Think ABBA.
Let me
Think
think.
ABBA.
Kent.
I think the better question is, who did the artwork on that? Who designed the album cover?
Right, that was an interesting album cover, wasn't it?
I don't know that.
I thought it was Andy Warhol.
Oh, maybe it was.
It could have been. It seems like it would have been,
I
right?
think it was because
That's
wow.
this album cover
Makes
had
sense.
a real zipper on it.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
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 Remind the people at home that may not be as educated as all of you, this wonderful crew.
It's a Rolling Stone.
Oh, the Rolling Stones. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Beatles or Stones.
I thought it was the Beatles
I don't even know if I'd clarify that as a breakthrough
or
album.
Humble Pie.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I-
It is my favorite one.
Five hits on it.
Yes.
Yeah, Brown
hits.
Sugar is on
It's
it.
a
Wow,
great album.
5 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, Brown Sugar's on that.
Yeah. It-
Wild Horses.
Wild Horses.
Yeah, I love that.
Dead Flowers.
Yeah.
I'll bring you Dead Flowers on your wedding.
Love
Yeah,
it.
great. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
There's not a bad song on it.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
so
Good stuff there.
somebody
Good.
thought it was a breakthrough.
Well, Tony, let me start with you here. Any shout outs? Anybody want to say hi to them maybe listening in today?
My friends in Germany, my son, maybe Vince and Oliver.
Is your son in the States or in Germany?
He's in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
I'm
going to
just
school
curious.
in Freiburg. He's,
Freiburg, okay.
for the science of forestry.
Oh, all
Awesome.
right.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
awesome. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And so I guess he's like 20 or so or 19?
He's 25 now.
25.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that's all. And hopefully he'll be listening to this. I think it's
Yeah,
probably
my mom's 100 years old. I want to shout out to her. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah, she'll be
definitely.
101 in July.
And
Wow.
where's she living now?
Yeah, she's in New Jersey.
She's still in Jersey, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jersey gals.
Hey, well, your son, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, so maybe he'll be listening in.
That's right.
now.
Yeah. He said he's
We
going
are
to try to
on the
listen.
Archives.
Yeah.
You can get us through
That's
the
right,
app.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, what about you? Any shout outs? Anybody want to say hi to them, maybe listening in today?
Oh my goodness! So my friend Dan Bell, who's right up the road from where you're from, in Bucks County, Pennsylvania,
Oh wow.
is actually texting me while we're doing
Oh,
this.
that's
Wow.
He's driving around in a police vehicle.
Oh.
he's highly decorated.
Well, hey, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
thing,
I thought maybe he was in the back.
And
it's
he's also we're also in a band together, sort of. I'm the producer, but I also play guitar sometimes.
Oh, fantastic. Well, again, thank y'all so much for coming on the show today. We're going to get back in a little music right here. We got a very special song.